Hello and welcome to Ask Alan about low-carb cocktails. This week, we're going to do cocktails for Memorial Day. Stay with me as we delve into the things that make Memorial Day special. Hello and welcome. This is Alan at Ask Alan about low-carb cocktails. This year, I wanted to do something a little bit different for Memorial Day, not just give you a bunch of drinks that you can make and enjoy yourself with, but I wanted to bring to mind the servicemen and women who have fought for us so we could maintain our freedoms. Many of them have fought and died just so that we have the right and the ability to freely gather and enjoy our time together. So my father, he was in World War II. He was shot down and spent the rest of the war in a prisoner of war camp. Luckily, he didn't die, but he came pretty close to it from being shot down, and he ached for those that he left behind. And I know that others in my family who have been in the military, some in World War II, some in other wars and conflicts, have the same feelings. And I'm not going to go over all of them, but the fact is that we only have our freedoms because of them. So we're going to do 3 cocktails, and these 3 are each designed to be for a specific part of the military. And I'll be reading a little bit as I go through these, so bear with me as I do that. So the United States Army was created on June 14th, 1975. The Army is the largest branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. The Light Infantry Cocktail honors the Army Infantry. And so the first cocktail I'm going to do is called Light Infantry Cocktail. So this one is done in a mixing glass. So I put a little bit of ice in there, and what we'll do is we will add the different things into this and then mix this with the ice. So the things that go into this cocktail is 2 ounces of rye. And this is just Rittenhouse rye. It's not very expensive. And there are other ryes out there. 1 ounce of Lillet Blanc. And Lillet Blanc has a little bit of carbs in it. So for 1 ounce, there's 3.725 grams of carbs. ½ ounce of Sweet Vermouth. And Sweet Vermouth generally has about 4 carbs per ounce, so 2 carbs per ½ ounce. Four dashes of orange bitters. And I'm using Woodford Reserve orange bitters. That's about 4 dashes. And 1 large orange twist for the garnish. So we've added those, and we will stir to chill. Then we are supposed to strain this into, it's supposed to be a chilled cocktail glass, but it's not chilled. Now, I don't know whether, it doesn't say to add ice, but I think that you probably do want to add some ice, so we'll just put the ice that was in there. in the mixing glass. Then we express an orange, twist, and then drop that in the drink. And that is the Light Infantry Cocktail. That's unique. Yeah, I think that that vermouth is a little more of the vermouth taste than I would have expected. Maybe a quarter ounce would have been fine, but it does taste pretty good. So this is the one that is to celebrate the Light Infantry. So let me clean up things for a moment, and then I'll come back and we will do the next cocktail. Our next cocktail honors the Navy, and this is called the Navy Fizz. Founded on October 13th, 1775, the United States Navy is the biggest and most skilled Navy on the globe. The Navy Fizz honors our great Navy. So, with this, we will start with a shaker. We will muddle in the shaker some nectarine slices, a couple sections of nectarine, rosemary, and some simple syrup. And the simple syrup is 3/4 of an ounce. This has no carbs because it is made with artificial sweetener. 3/4 of an ounce. And we will muddle to get the juices out of the nectarine and the flavors from the rosemary. Then we will add the rest of the ingredients. Those are 1.5 ounces of London dry gin, and that is the end of that bottle of gin. 3/4 ounce of Campari. Campari for 3/4 of an ounce would be 5.8 grams of carbs. 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. The simple syrup's already in there. And we'll take that and shake. And we'll strain that into a cocktail glass. And it does say fine strain, but I think it will be fine just with using the Hawthorne strainer. Then we will add some ice and top with club soda. Garnish with the rest of the rosemary that I had there. I just kept a small piece. And that is the Navy Fizz. Pretty good. Less of the club soda, I think. That club soda is a little bit old and it's not as fizzy as it should have been, but it does taste pretty good. So let me clean up a little bit and come back with the final cocktail for Memorial Day. And now for the final cocktail. The first one was the Army Infantry, and this is one just for the Army Special Forces. Of course, the Army's got a number of different portions to it. So this one is called the Army Salute, and it's specifically for the Special Forces. So, the United States Army Special Forces, known as Green Berets, are an elite, unconventional warfare experts within the U.S. Army Special Operations Command. Officially established in 1952, they specialize in foreign internal defense, direct action, and special reconnaissance. They operate in small, highly trained teams. The Army Salute honors the Special Forces. So, with this, it is made. So this is done in a shaker. We start by lightly muddling mint leaves. We'll save a little bit back of the mint for a garnish and put some mint in there. And this is supposed to use something called raspberry hibiscus marmalade. That's not something I have. It's some special sauce or special syrup that I just don't happen to have. But a reasonable substitute is partial raspberry syrup with a hibiscus syrup. Well, I happen to have a zero carb raspberry, and I had this hibiscus passion fruit syrup, which is also zero carbs. So we will do, instead of a full ounce of the raspberry hibiscus marmalade, we'll do a half ounce of each of these. And that should have a taste that is similar to what we would have gotten with the other. So we'll muddle those mint leaves. The mint that I have, I had purchased a mint plant, and it's growing fairly well, but all the leaves are small. And while muddling, that was supposed to also have some lime juice in it. That's a half an ounce of that. So then to that we will add 1.5 ounces of white rum. Any white rum would do. Plantation 3-Star is relatively low cost and has a pretty good taste. So I'll shake. Then we will strain that over a glass with fresh ice. And this one is also topped with club soda. And that is the Army Salute for Special Forces. Very, very good. The syrups in there give it a good fruity taste. The rum is, say, kind of playing second base to all the other flavors. But you could put a little more rum in if you wanted a little higher alcohol content. Or you could use a higher proof rum. But that is an excellent drink, and I think the Special Forces would enjoy it. So those are the 3 drinks that I made for this year's Memorial Day celebration. And again, these are made to honor 3 parts of the military. There's more parts than that. There's Space Force, there's Air Force, there's other sub parts, but those I only wanted to do 3, and those were the 3 that I picked, and I think that they're all very good. So try these. The recipes will all be in the description, and I do ask that you like and subscribe and share this with your friends. And if I didn't mention it before, I've mentioned it on other videos that I've made recently. I am trying to boost the viewership so that we can get this out to more people. And I decided that if you guys will help me to increase the number of people who have signed up for the YouTube channel, then once I go over 500 subscriptions, I am going to do a drawing of people who at that point sign up for the drawing. I'll probably mention it on one week or maybe 2 weeks, and then anyone who then signs up for the drawing would have a chance to win a great bottle of bourbon or whiskey. And I've got a couple of them in mind that I know that normally you're not going to be able to get. So definitely help me get past that 500 mark, and if things go well and I get past the 1,000 mark at some point, then we'll do another drawing at that point. So I do ask you to help me get there, and I do thank you for being here, and try these out. Use the recipes that I'll put in the description, and give me comments. Let me know what you thought of these drinks, what you thought I should do different or better, or what you would like me to do, because I'd like to kind of do what people are looking for. So come back next time and see what I have in store for you. There's a number of things that I've got on the planning boards that I'm going to be making the episodes out over the next couple of months, and I do hope you enjoy them, and I do hope you have a great week as you spend time at work, with friends, with family, and with everyone else. And definitely over the weekend, be safe and have a good time. Thank you. See you next time.